Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley. And once again today, as we are doing here at Verbling uh, for the week, 6 consecutive classes at this particular time slot, we're going to practice a certain type of question. Today, we will be looking at preference questions. As the week proceeds, yesterday we looked at personality questions. Later in the week we'll practice opinion questions, past tense questions, hypothetical future questions. Now all of these question types, by the way, in particular today's question type, preference questions, definitely this will be on the TOEFL exam. Aileen, I see you out there. So pay attention. Preference questions. This would be definitely part of the TOEFL exam. Question one or question two? I don't remember, but one or the other is very specifically a preference question. Some of the questions I have today are TOEFL questions. Also, IELTS is prone to possibly ask this type of question in part 3 of the IELTS exam. This is a very common type of question. So good practice for anyone who's doing test preparation or anyone who wants to just practice English. Really. Okay, hello, Michael. Hey.
Hey, teacher Oakley.
How you doing today?
Great, doing great. How are you?
Okay. All things considered, doing all right. Hello, Elise.
Hello, Oakley. Nice to see you again.
Likewise. Nice to have you back in the class. Oh, goody. Hello, Eileen.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great.
Great.
So hard studying at TOEFL.
Right. Okay.
A little
Cool.
bit
Glad you joined us so you could practice. That's great. Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Aileen or Aline?
Yeah, so you're right. You're right. That's
Aileen?
right pronunciation. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Where are you from, Aileen?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. Thanks. And we're going to start practicing these questions in just a minute. Hello, Wenting.
Hello. Glad to see you again.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you as well. Okie doke. Well, let's get started. Let's jump right in. Michael, since you are first on board, well, preference questions can be quite simple or quite complex. Let's start really easy peasy, kind of cheesy. Michael, what's your favorite ice cream brand and flavor?
To be honest, I don't have like favorite brand.
Okay.
I think like they are kind of all the same.
Okay.
What I mean in some way that they're not so distinguishing. But flavor would be with chocolate, like.
Really? Okay. Why chocolate? Do you like chocolate everything? Chocolate
What do you mean
desserts?
chocolate?
I don't know. Chocolate cheesecake, chocolate pie, chocolate chip cookies.
No, I don't eat pie, cheese cookies. Just chocolate by itself, without anything, or maybe ice cream with chocolate topping or all chocolate.
Okay.
I
Very
think
good.
chocolate.
Okay. Fine. Of course, this is a very difficult question. How are you going to give reasons for why do you like chocolate? But actually, this is a more challenging question than it at first appears to be. Because in a preference question, you need to state your preference and you need to give reasons. In a TOEFL or IELTS test, the general rule of thumb is to try to come up with 2 reasons. Present your preference, a reason, and then some detail, maybe an example, or just more information, and then a reason, and then a detail. Actually, this seemed to be a very easy question, but really to answer it thoroughly, I guess, it would be very difficult because you have to explain why you like chocolate. You could say something like, I've loved chocolate since I was a little kid. I was addicted to chocolate in 4th grade, and I had to see a psychiatrist to get me off of it. I was a chocoholic. All right, something like that. However, what I will say, I like the way Michael started. To be honest, okay, he didn't have a favorite brand. Okay, great. He's stating his opinion. To be honest, he's using a kind of a discourse marker, a signal word or signal phrase to introduce his first idea. And then he said something like, as far as flavor goes, okay, introducing your reasons, examples with transition words or signal phrases, whatever you want to call them. Also extremely important in regular speech so you can be understood as well as for test preparation. Okay, Michael, a little suggestion as far as vocabulary. In your opinion, brands are pretty much generic, all the same, or you might use the word, if I can spell it, is the question. Oh, I got it, first try. Homogeneous. Homogeneous when things are all the same. Yeah, all the brands are homogeneous. They're all pretty much exactly alike. But okay. But good job. Nice. Thank you. Thanks for getting us started. That's great.
Okay.
Elise.
Yes.
Hi there.
Hi, Liz.
Elise, when you would you rather communicate with somebody by phone, by email, or by letter? What is your preferred method of communication? This is a TOEFL question, by the way.
No, it's an IELTS question too.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah. Among these 3 types of communication with, I like to communicate with others through phones because I feel that it's easier to explain. Sorry, I should say that really depends what kind of information I would like to give. If I have to give more details, I would like to call them because I can explain it clearly. However, if that's just something like instruction, I think I would like to email them because they can always go back to refer to it. So that really depends on the situation.
Okay. All right, a couple really good strategies here. Let me point out something. Okay, the question was, how do you prefer to communicate with somebody? By phone, by email? Okay, she more or less paraphrased her answer. She set it up very nicely amongst the 3 methods of communication. I usually prefer to phone. Okay, she's stating her preference and she's paraphrasing the question. Something which is crucial in IELTS. It's also very helpful in TOEFL. Also, secondly, great technique. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Um, again, especially for IELTS, using the strategy of saying, well, it depends. Very good strategy for a preference question. Why? Because when you start out, well, it depends on the situation. You are forced to talk about different situations and cause and result. Another situation, okay. Conversely, on the other hand, however, if another situation, then you do something else. You're more or less forced to talk about cause and result, and you're forcing yourself by saying, well, it depends. In the beginning of the question, you're forcing yourself to use more material. Very good strategy. Very nice. Good job, Elise.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Very good. Now, although that is a perfect strategy for IELTS, for TOEFL you have to be a little bit careful because the preference question in TOEFL, you only have 45 seconds speaking time. So it's actually, while it's a beautiful strategy for IELTS, maybe not so much for TOEFL because of time constrictions. I know this is crazy. They're both tests to rate your English speaking ability, but you have to use different strategies on the two different tests. You have to be a little bit more direct in TOEFL because of the time factor. IELTS, you don't have a time factor. If they want to stop you, they can stop you, or they can let you just roll on as long as you keep talking. So there's no specific time constraint. One tip for TOEFL, you have to be pretty direct in questions further on in the test. You have to be extremely direct, and in fact, you have to edit material so that you can fit everything in to the time you're allotted. That's really the trick. Thankfully, in IELTS, you have no such constraints. So, good job, Elise. Anyway, great. Daniel, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. How are you today?
Thank you, good.
Have
And
I
you?
met you before? Were you in my
Yeah,
class
yeah.
yesterday? Okay. You have like a new avatar or something, right? Is that a new picture?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't
You
recognize.
have a good remember
Good memory?
memory.
No,
Yeah.
sometimes, Danielle. Not always. I recognize your voice and your name. I didn't recognize the squirrel. It's from Ice Age, right? Yeah. Okay, Danielle, welcome to the class. I'm going to get back to you in a minute. Right now,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Right now, I'm going to go to Aileen with another question, which, by the way, happens to appear in both IELTS and TOEFL. Aileen,
Okay. Yeah.
would you prefer the hustle and bustle of city life or the quiet and serenity of country life? Which do you prefer, city life or country life, and why?
Um, between the two kinds of style of life, as I concern, I stay at the quiet style of life. Once I can enjoy the clarity of the sounds, and I can have more quality of life, and I will not be stressed with the noise and the responsibility that places with a large traffic and a lot of big problems that big cities bring with them.
Okay. Beep. All right. Was that 45 seconds?
You know what, right? I'm testing to respond in 14.5 and second,
Right.
so 16
Exactly.
seconds. So
Mm-hmm. One thing, first piece of advice, since I know you're prepping for TOEFL, it's very, very, you know, it's so easy to do, and it seems like that you have to do it. Everybody wants to hurry, and talk really fast so they can get all the information. But really, you should try to avoid that. Because when you're hurrying, you tend to make mistakes. We all do. It's human nature. Try to keep a nice, even pace. You know, your delivery is part of the scoring. So instead of trying to hurry and making little grammatical mistakes or pronunciation mistakes, it's better to get cut off. It really is, rather than going fast and making more mistakes. So maybe slow it down a little bit. Don't worry about it so much. Okay. You said something. I didn't catch it because I was making other notes. I couldn't write it down fast enough. I stay something. It started out good. Okay. Kind of paraphrasing the question, stating your opinion. The start was good. That's what you want to do. I missed something. I can't remember what you said. I stay in the country, something. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it.
Yeah, probably I speak really fast. That's why that's my big issues when I try to give an answer, especially at the TOEFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Probably better to slow down a bit. Okay. What I did catch, the clarity of the sounds, the clarity, I guess, is what you meant, I suppose. Clarity of sound in the countryside. Pronunciation, stressed. It has a T sound. We don't say stressed. We don't pronounce the ED. Just pronounced as a T, stressed. Also, you can't have a quality of life. You have to have some kind of adjective, a good quality of life, satisfactory quality of life, an excellent quality of life. Okay, you have to use an adjective in that phrase. And large traffic is not the collocation we normally use. We usually say heavy. We use the adjective noun collocation here should be heavy traffic. You can avoid the heavy traffic in the city. Okay. Which, by the way, again, for those prepping for IELTS or TOEFL, both of them, IELTS especially, but both of these testing methods love collocations. They love phrasal speaking. They love topic-related vocabulary, especially when it's collocated, adjectives, nouns, or what have you, adverbs, adjectives, or whatever, verbs and nouns. They love that kind of style. So using collocations like heavy traffic, quality of life. I do not want to discourage you, Aileen, because that is a good idea to do that. Use these kinds of phrasal ideas. Okay. All righty then. Wenting.
Yes.
Okay, Wenting. Do you prefer exercising your mind or your body?
Okay. I prefer exercise on my mind. Just for several reasons. First, I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to do exercise on my body. I hate running. I hate swimming. Oh, actually, I don't hate swimming, but I I'm not good at swimming. And the second reason is that I really love exercise on mind. I love doing some puzzles and maybe some games which can enhancing my wisdom. Uh, and actually, uh, okay, I think this is the only two reasons. It's too
Okay,
short.
kind of short, but okay. Uh, I liked I like the intonation and the emotive intonation, talking about how lazy you are. Oh, okay, that was great. Um, I missed it though. Before you talked about playing games, I love something. What do you love? What were your two reasons?
Just
Again?
the first, just the first reason is I hate exercise on
Oh
body. The
yeah.
second is
Okay.
I love exercise on mind.
Okay. Yeah. Really love. Yeah. Okay. I got all the loves. Okay. Well, what did you say? What were your detail points about how you love?
Just for example, I love do some puzzles, also some
Okay.
computer games which
Oh,
can enhance my wisdom.
okay. You love to do some puzzles.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
And something's your wisdom, hunting your wisdom, or what was the verb you used with wisdom?
Enhance.
Enhance. Okay, enhance. Oh, I didn't pronunciation. I didn't catch it. To enhance your wisdom. Oh, okay. Very good. Uh, Another point, especially for IELTS, a little bit for TOEFL. Make sure you have plenty of vocabulary words, verbs, to talk about love, like, and hate, likes and dislikes, especially in IELTS. Like and dislike is definitely going to be in there. Preference question, you may, as Wenting just demonstrated, want to talk about really like something. Okay, well, what words? Okay, you love something. What other ways can you say that you really like something, Wenting?
I am fond of. I am attracted by. Uh,
Yep, good. I adore. I'm really into. I quite enjoy. Very good. And oppositely, you hate something. I abhor. I can't stand. I dislike. Okay. Helps to have a few of those at your fingertips. Okay. Uh, Thanks, Wenting. Thank you very much. Pretty good there. Danielle,
Yeah.
another question, which also IELTS and TOEFL pops up in both. Danielle, what
Yeah.
is your dream job? What is your dream job?
It's job. It's job which you want to get in future.
Yes. Yes. If you could have any job. Okay, this is a collocation, common phrase, a dream job.
Okay. I really want to get my dream job is to stay to become a lawyer. I want it.
Oh dear.
You can hear me? Or,
Hey, you're cutting out, actually.
okay. Now better.
Yes. Can
Okay.
you start again? I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. I will want to I will want to become a lawyer in future. It's my dream job.
A what?
Um, I like to protect. I like to protect rights.
Ah,
I don't know how to say.
Okay, a lawyer?
Yeah.
Ah, or an attorney, a lawyer. What's the other word? Solicitor? Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. You got to give me more, though. All right. You like to protect people's rights?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
Thank you.
Give me another reason. Why do you want to be a lawyer?
No, it's profession. If you get its profession, you constantly will have money.
Yeah. I was waiting. I was waiting for that one. Yeah. I was wondering, why doesn't he talk about the money? We all know there's money there. Yep.
Money is very important now.
Now, forever. Yeah. Okay. Here's something. All right for those doing TOEFL, especially, or equally IELTS, or anybody just speaking, just to make sure that you're being clear and you're communicating well. You, especially for TOEFL, you can basically use a formula here: a reason, detail, reason, detail. In TOEFL, that's basically very simple formula. So, for example, Daniil, you've got your two reasons. Be better if you could fill out your response a little. Maybe I really like helping other people. You can talk about an example using your own personal experience. You know, something like, even when I was a child, I always argued with my parents in behalf of my brother and sister. I don't know. I'm just making that up. Plus, you know, you will always have money. Okay, and money's really important nowadays, and I want to make sure I have enough money to be secure. I don't know, a little extra information. So, okay,
Okay, thank you.
you're going to get another chance. We'll come around again. Okay. Bunch of TOEFL haters here. I don't blame you guys. You know, I teach TOEFL, but I hate it too. Stupid test. Really, it annoys me. Really, it does.
I don't know, it's a really fill time to think and prepare your responses. So
Yeah.
I have an idea that's not access you in the real way. So
No, both IELTS and TOEFL are ridiculous. I mean, I understand their purpose, but they're ridiculous in that they're completely unrealistic. They are not really anything like real life. You know.
yeah.
I totally agree with you.
Thank you.
Especially for some requirement. For example, IELTS, it includes speaking, writing, listening, and reading.
Yeah.
Then the requirement sometimes is quite high because they want you to get 7 or even 7.5 in each part in one sitting. Actually,
Yes.
we have no problem to get 7. Sometimes we get 8 in this part, but it's not guaranteed you can get 7 in next try.
Right.
So it's really sometimes depends on a little bit. I mean, we need a little bit luck also.
Yes, it does seem to require a little bit of luck. I totally agree with you. Hey, Elise, I
Yes.
have some interesting information for you, which I don't know if you know or not. With the IELTS test, after you get your score, you're allowed to dispute your score. I don't know if you realize that.
You mean appeal for remark? Is it? What do you mean?
You're allowed to dispute your score. You get a 6.5. You're trying to get you need to get a 7 for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
You can have them recalibrate, review.
Yes,
score.
I have done that.
You have.
Generally, because from what I experienced, and I asked for some other candidates. It's highly unlikely you will get a higher band.
Yeah.
Of course, there was one time they give me 6 in writing, which is ridiculous because for the previous time I got 7.5, then 8 or 7.5. So
Yeah.
they push the band up to 6.5. But at least I got my money back, because if the band is changed, they will refund your money, which about
Oh,
200 plus.
I did not realize that.
We have to pay for it. If the
Oh,
band
yeah, I knew that.
remains unchanged, then the money is gone too.
Oh, I didn't realize you got a refund if they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, thanks, Elise. That's good info right
Yeah,
there.
that's why for some information for some smart candidates, they like to just send all parts, for review for remarking. So
Right.
at least they have higher chance to get the money back.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. In my experience, the same. Most people, nothing happens. A few people, I don't know. Some people, I don't know. I don't know what the number is. But I've had students that, exactly as you say, they get lifted up half a band score.
Yeah.
That seems to be it. They're never going to embarrass themselves and change it like 2 band scores or something. Not in a million years, It's never going to happen.
But if the speaking and the writing, I heard from someone, if the band of speaking and the writing, there are 2 band difference, it is automatically marked.
Ah, really?
I'm not so sure whether it's true or not. Hopefully it's true.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to our preference practice questions. Let me welcome Nader. Hello. Nader, how are you today? Are you in speaking mode or text typing mode, Nader? Okay. Text typing. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Welcome to the class. You're welcome. Michael, back to you. Michael, what's your preference of travel? Plane, train, boat, automobile, horse, or camel?
Should I choose one of them, or
Yeah.
I can say that all of them are good and say why? Why?
Well, since the question, okay, that's actually a very good question, very important. Since the question is what's your preference, you should pick one that is your favorite. Does not mean you can't talk about all of them, and say, as in the strategy Elise used earlier. Well, it depends. You can use that strategy. But you should say, overall, I prefer a camel or whatever. Then you can say, but of course it depends because, right, and then explain.
Okay.
If you wanna.
Okay. Let's try it. So, I love to travel by different in different ways. No, how would I start?
Well, I would state a preference like so you're answering. Make sure you're answering the question. Overall, I would prefer this, but, and also this gives you a chance to use a but or however. It depends, and then talk about the effects of the different modes of travel.
Okay. I like to travel by different transport. with different transportation, or how would you say?
By.
By different transportation, like airplanes, like cars, like trains, by train, by car, by train, by airplane, and all of them have their advantages and disadvantages. I would go for traveling by train. By train, I like to travel more just because it's cheaper than airplane, is safer than car, and it's safer than airplane. So basically, by traveling by train, you are safer, and you have more chances to arrive from destination A to destination B. No,
Okay.
from the point A to point B.
Yeah. Okay. To get from point A to point B, not
Yeah,
not to arrive from point A to point B. Yes, the phrase is to get from point A to point B. Okay. Okay. All right. That was interesting. But have you ever tried to travel by camel? Well,
no.
the question. Okay. Who here has traveled by camel? Okay. Anyway, probably not many of us. All right. All right. That was pretty good. That's a tough one because by the way, IELTS and TOEFL will never do this. They may give you 3 choices. There's no way they're going to give you 6 choices and ask your preference. That would never happen. That was a tough one, Michael. You get all the hard ones today. Well, let me welcome Fu. Is it Fu?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Just sign up, and I want to join the class to. Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to Verbling. Welcome to the class. I'm Teacher Oakley. Nice to meet you. Okay, I'll come back to you in a little bit. I'm going to move on so you can sort of absorb and get the idea, and I'll ask you a question in just a second. Elise, are you a traveler or a homebody?
I would consider myself as a traveler because I usually go traveling 3 to 4 times per year. And because I like to go to different countries or different places to experience their cultures and simple their local cuisines. Then that's why I like traveling. I'm not the type of homebound person.
Okay. Well, very nice. Okay. That was like a TOEFL answer. That was like a perfect TOEFL answer. I know you're doing the IELTS thing, but that was really good TOEFL answer because it was very concise, but it had every element that you could possibly need. Opening sentence. All right, introduction sentence. All right, supporting sentences with at least 2 reasons. Got it, check. And even a conclusion, check. By the way, for those of you doing TOEFL, it is not necessary to do a conclusion. You don't have to, and you don't really have to for IELTS, but it certainly can't hurt. And for TOEFL, because you can see your timer going down, if you notice that you have 8 seconds left, why not add a quick closing sentence, conclusion. So in conclusion, I would consider myself a traveler. Okay, that's only going to take like 6 seconds to say that. So it will fill those last few empty seconds. So if it's there in TOEFL, if you have that little extra time, sure, give a concluding remark. It's always a good idea. That was a great job, Elise. Okay, I especially like the vocabulary related to the topic. All right, if you're talking about travel, okay, sample the cuisine. All right, this is very good. All right, uh, okie doke. Aileen, here's a
Okay.
question for you, which is also, again, once again, this is a TOEFL and an IELTS question, common in both tests. Very common question, actually, in both. What is the favorite room in your home? What is your favorite room in your home?
This time I will try to speak more slowly.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, so once I need to a quiet habitat, and I spend a lot of time studying during the day. I prefer my bedroom, so I can be more concentrate in my study and my stuffs, and I'm being more well organized in doing my so how can I say, um, putting in the order all my scheduling. So I prefer my bedroom.
Okay. Uh, okay, didn't really understand the first part. All right, that was much better as far as pacing, by the way. Much better. Okay, but once I need a quiet habitat, do you mean, I'm
Yeah,
not sure, do you mean once in a while?
yeah. I said quiet habitat.
Yeah, that's fine, quiet habitat, that's okay. But the beginning transition or signal phrase, once I need a quiet habitat, that's not right, very odd. Once in a while, you can use that. Right? It's very common to say once in a while, meaning sometimes.
Okay.
I need a quiet habitat, etc., etc. Okay, not once. If you
Mm-hmm.
say once I need a quiet, okay, that means one time ever in your life you liked your bedroom, which doesn't make sense, right? So once in a while, okay. Be more. Okay, be more concentrate. So I can, or I'm able to concentrate more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I be more well organized with a D. Be
Okay.
more organized, and I can concentrate more. Yes. This came up like this has come up like 3 times recently in the last week. Concentrate. I can be organized. Okay. I can use ed words. I can be bored. I can be organized. I can be a lot of things with the ed ending, but don't say I can be concentrated. That doesn't make sense, because then it sounds like the verb to concentrate, which is what you do with orange juice when you remove the water. So you make a super flavor and you add water to reconstitute. So if you're concentrated, it means you've had all your water removed, and it sounds really weird.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't. I don't want to see you concentrated. That's horrible. Sounds like a horrible, horrible torture. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And finally, putting my schedule. Okay, putting my schedule in order. That's a good. Put your schedule in order. That's a good phrase.
Full. That's another. So in other words, I can use fulfill my assignments. That's
Fulfill my
could be.
assignments. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
possible. Mm-hmm. Sure. That works. Put your schedule in order and get all my assignments done or fulfill all my
Mm-hmm.
assignments. Sure. Any of that. Okay. Okie doke. Nadar, are you back in audio
Yes,
mode?
yes, I am. So I have one question. What is habitat?
Sure. Habitat?
Yes.
Living place. Okay. The habitat of the polar bear is the Arctic tundra and the ice flows of the Arctic Ocean.
Yes, and the resident is the habitant.
Very similar, obviously, clearly related. Inhabitant is a person or could theoretically be an animal, a person who lives in a certain place.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Which do you prefer, a habitat or a living place? No. Nader? Let's try this one.
Yes.
What is your perfect dream vacation spot? Ooh. I like that.
Okay, my dream vacation spot. First of all, I like traveling very much, and I like quiet places, distant places. So an island, a distant island, a beautiful one, full of palm trees, trees, fruits, flowers. This would be very good to me because I like green places, and I guess I would be very happy in this place. So an island, a beautiful island, would be the perfect dream place for me.
Okay. All right, and a conclusion there. Okay, very good. Nader, why don't you come here to the Philippines? Come on, we got palm trees, we got beaches, got lots of fruit. Plenty. Just falls on the ground everywhere. Okay. A little feedback in English. It's good for me. Okay, not good to me. All right. Big difference there. This is a very common problem area here. If my wife is good to me, she cooks me
She's
dinner.
kind. Yes, she's kind to me.
Right, right. If she's good for me, she
helps.
benefits me in a mental, emotional way. Probably, there's some benefit to being in a relationship with her. So yes. Okay. Now, obviously, this is sort of a hypothetical. Where's your perfect dream vacation spot? Okay. To a degree, this is hypothetical, and then this goes for any sort of hypothetical situation, especially for test takers, again, but for any speaker whatsoever. Nader used, I guess it would be, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess it would be really great, or I guess it would be my favorite place. Okay. But it's a good idea when talking in hypotheticals to use modals of probability. Might be, modals of probability might be, could be, would be, and or in conjunction with possibly other adverbs. Hopefully, probably, likely. All right. So that we know you're talking about a hypothetical. And of course, using adverbs to clarify, good idea. And also helpful when you're talking about future tense and or hypothetical situations. Okay, nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fu.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Terrific. You ready for a question?
Maybe you can ask me and I will try my best.
All right. Where are you from, Fu?
I'm from Vietnam. I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City. Have you ever been in Ho Chi Minh City?
Not yet.
Yeah, welcome.
There's still time.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you asked me that question because I'm going to ask you a question right back.
Yes.
Where's your favorite place to take out-of-town guests in Ho Chi Minh City?
Actually, there are many places in Ho Chi Minh City for me to get out of the house. But if you ask me, I go to Cần Giờ province. It's a district of Ho Chi Minh City. It is about 60 kilometers from Ho Chi Minh City, and it has a lot of tree, and it had have a beach. So whenever I want to have a leisure time, I will take my family to Cần Giờ beach to enjoy a good time there. So I think I would choose Cần Giờ as my favorite place to relaxing.
Okay. Started out great. Very clearly paraphrasing the question, restating the question. Okay, there's... Okay. All right, there are, and this is a great and easy, simple, straightforward way to paraphrase is to use numbers or quantifiers. There are a few great places to go in my city. There are many great places to go in my city. I can think of several great places to go in my city.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, you did that. Terrific. Demonstrating that for everyone else as well. Again, IELTS, you must paraphrase. It's absolutely required.
Yeah,
TOEFL.
I'm going to take IELTS.
Are you?
Yeah, in September. So I'm a bit nervous
Great.
now, and don't know whether I will get the score I want or not. Just in speaking. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Your response was quite good. All right, you tried to. I liked you tried to do this.
Yes.
After your introduction, you tried to use a conditional. If you ask me, I would tell you to go to, and then et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Slight problem here. It's like you used half conditional one and half conditional two. Because it's a hypothetical, you should use the second conditional, the unreal conditional.
Yeah, unreal conditional.
Right. So instead of if you ask me, present tense, you would have to use past tense. So if you were, and then use an infinitive. If you were to ask me,
yes,
I would, and then would. I would suggest going to blah, 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 blah.
So, can I use, if you ask me and I will choose the first conditional?
Yeah, right. First conditional with will. Yeah. Yes. You're absolutely correct. Okay, this is funny, tricky. You're absolutely correct. You nailed it as far as the grammar. You understand conditionals. Clearly you do. The only problem is this is kind of a set phrase that you're using.
Yeah.
It's almost idiomatic.
Mm-hmm.
If it isn't fully qualified as an idiom, it's pretty close. It's definitely a set phrase, and when we use this, we always use it in the second conditional. If you were to ask me,
so I would use second conditional from now on for the same situation. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very, very welcome. I hope it helps.
Yeah.
A couple of other things. You're Vietnamese. It's not your fault. But make sure you're pronouncing the ends of words, especially those plurals.
Yes,
you guys in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the ends of words. Sometimes you forget to pronounce them. Trees. So very important. A lot of has to be plural. A lot of trees. A lot of pencils.
Trees, places.
A lot of glasses.
Yeah.
Places. Yeah, it has to be plural, right?
Yeah.
And then the very last thing, you're going to go to the beach, too relaxing. Now you're mixing up infinitive and gerund. You're going to the beach to relax, or you can go to a relaxing beach. Well, that's adjective form. but okay. With to, we use the verb. Well, it's the infinitive. Go to the
Yes,
beach to
plus
relax.
infinitive. Yeah, to do something. Yeah, to
Right.
relax. Yeah, to
But-
have good time. Right.
Yeah. Foo.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay? And for anybody else taking IELTS, here's the thing. Because Fu paraphrased successfully, he tried to use a conditional, which is very high-level English. He didn't get it right. He tried to use a lot of phrase, and he tried to use gerunds and or infinitives. These are all higher-level English things. In the IELTS test, if you try to play it safe and don't try to do these things, boop, you get a 5. If you try and you're unsuccessful, you make mistakes, like Fu did, that's a 6 right there. That answer was a 6 in IELTS, Fu.
Yes.
Guaranteed
Yeah.
it. Because you
Okay.
tried. You tried to do it. Even though you made more mistakes than you would if you were trying to play it safe, you get a higher score in
Yeah.
IELTS. For those
Sure.
of you doing TOEFL, TOEFL doesn't work that way, but IELTS does. They're scored
Yeah.
slight little different. So Fu, your technique and your strategy is excellent. Keep doing it.
Yes.
All right? Keep doing it. What score do you need?
So maybe I need 6 or above 6 in speaking, but overall I need 6.5 or more. Yeah, but 6.5 is okay for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're close. That answer was a 6.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
close.
you.
You just get a couple of those little grammar problems ironed out.
So I
You can jump up fast.
will pay more attention to my grammar while speaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But good. You're trying to do things. Daniel. Oops.
Yes.
Where's Daniel? Hi, Daniel. Which do you prefer, squirrels or beavers? No, I'm kidding you. Totally kidding. Okay, what's your question? Okay. Okay, here's a weird question. Which of your 5 senses do you treasure the most? You know your 5 senses?
I can't understand, sorry.
Which of your 5 senses do you treasure the most? Which one is the most important to you?
Okay. First of all, I like so much to learn languages. It's
Wait.
polyglots. I like very much to study different languages.
Wait, time out. The question was, which of your 5 senses? Your senses are touch, sight, hear, smell, taste.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Right. No, it's okay.
I think it's first of all it's to see
Sight.
Yes, sight, hearing, and I don't know these words. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, that makes it kind of difficult to talk about, of course. Okay. All right. Well, quick little vocabulary. You see with your eyes, that's sight. Hearing. All right. You hear. You listen. Hearing. Taste. Smell. And touch.
Okay, thank you. I will be now.
Okay. Absolutely. No problem. We only have seconds left. Any last questions about preference questions? Questions about questions? No? Yes, no,
No.
maybe. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. And for you TOEFL people, coming right up after this class here on Verbling, TOEFL reading. See you guys in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.